Okay, welcome back to week 5. We got the matchup between the Wichita Regulators and the Washington RedWolves. User v. User. Justin Jefferson versus TJ Watt. All the storylines in the book. First things first, let's get to our press conference. See what the media has to ask us before the game this week. It's good to see the media. 5 weeks in, do you feel like you have a solid idea of how the team is performing? Of course. Sure. If you had to look into the future, how many wins do you think this team can finish with? Let's go, I say 10 to 11. 10, 11, that seems pretty safe. We don't know how the injury bug's gonna get us. Keep getting hit with practice injuries. This week is no different. We'll go ahead and pull that right up. Eddie Jackson, PCL sprain, 1 week. Devontae Wyatt on there again, 1 week. Blake Corum, 1 week. Maybe the worst one of all, Patrick Peterson out for a week. We could use his expertise in the pass game, especially this week. So tough. We got 4 guys out. Let's go over the roster real quick, just in case you're hopping in now. Check out the Red Wolves. Of course, they started with TJ Watt, #1 pick. Derwin James, Patrick Queen, couple of linemen, Nick Bolton. So really defensive heavy. Then they got some young studs out here on offense. Marvin Harrison, Devon Achane, Tyler Boyd, Dallas Turner's up there. They got DeJean, Mason. And they are led by Mr. Malik Willis. Backup's going to be Bryce Young. So they've got a lot of speed that we're going to have to look out for. Overall, should be a pretty intense game, pretty close. We'll have to see who can make the least amount of mistakes and hold on for the win. So without further ado, we have the 3-1 Wichita Regulators taking on the 3-1 Washington RedWolves. The RedWolves will be receiving the initial kickoff as Brandon Aubrey lines up to get this show underway. Back to receive is Cordero Patterson and DJ Turner II. Turner's going to take it out, but be stopped at the 22-yard line. And Malik Willis will start in the shotgun with a handoff to Jordan Mason, who is stopped by Logan Wilson for no gain. Shotgun again, Willis looking for, likely he's going to connect and get a 12-yard gain for a first down, where he's brought down by Tyreek Woolen. From the 33, Willis has a fresh set of downs. He's going to hand off here to Mason, who is going to find a hole up the middle and pick up another first down. What a rush by Mason. So now, after 2 consecutive first downs, the Red Wolves here in shotgun once more. Willis is going to find Watson on the quick out. A nice pickup of 4 yards. So we got a handoff here on second down to Cordero Patterson, who's blown up in the backfield and loses 3. So the first third down for the Red Wolves. Willis outside the pocket, looks, fires. He's going to be short of his receiver, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So after a Red Wolves punt, the Regulators take over here at the 19 to start their first drive. Wilson, handoff to Henry. He's got some holes. He's got some blocks. He stumbles forward for a 7-yard gain. Now we got Jefferson in motion here on 2nd and 3. Play clock ticking down. It's going to be a handoff to Henry again. He's got hole. He busts a tackle. He breaks another tackle. He breaks a 3rd tackle. There's no one in front of him. He's got nothing but room. The 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown. King Henry and the Regulators. Henry found the seam right up the middle. Breaks not 1, not 2, but 3 tackles. And takes it 74 yards for the score. So the Red Wolves take over here at the 30-yard line. Looking to answer the huge touchdown play. Mason's going to find some room to the right for a nice 6-yard gain. So it's 2nd and 4 from the 36. Looks like Willis is in the pistol. He's going to hand it off once more. Where Mason's going to break a tackle, and he's going to get a nice chunk of about 14. Mason, very effective on the ground so far. 4 carries, 30 yards. So here on 1st and down, it's going to be an RPO where Willis is going to find Omea Zacchaeus. And he's going to pick up 9. So 2nd and short here. There's going to be play action for Willis. He's going to be running out of the pocket. He breaks 1 tackle, and he's not going to break Daniil Hunter. That's going to be a sack. There is a penalty for holding on the play, but that's going to be declined as the Red Wolves will now face 3rd and long. The Regulators bring in what looks like coverage. They're going to fall back. Willis scrambles out to his right again. He's got a wide open man. That's Isaiah Likely. What a first down. All the way down to the 23. The Red Wolves convert on 3rd and long, and just like that, Cordero Patterson is going to get the Red Wolves into the red zone. So here it is, 2nd and short. The first quarter is coming to an end, 40 seconds left. There's going to be another handoff to Mason right up the middle. He's going to bounce right off the defender and take it to the 8. Red Wolves go fast here as they snap the ball one more time before the end of the first. But that will be for a minimal gain. At the end of 1, the Regulators have 7. The Red Wolves 0, but are knocking on the door. So here on 2nd and goal, it's going to be a pass, and it's going to be broken up. Christian Gonzalez gets his hand in there. So now they face 3rd and goal. Willis in the pocket. He looks back, tries to force it over the middle. That's picked off. Logan Wilson. He's not going to bring it out. He's going to take a knee in the end zone, and that's a touchback. What a pick by Wilson as the Red Wolves were driving. So, with a fresh set of downs, Regulators get the ball. Henry, feed the man. He's going to pick up 6. He almost broke another tackle, and there was not many people there to stop him. Juszczyk is going to take the check down here for 13 and give the Regulators a fresh set of downs. At the 39, Mingo is in motion. Russell's calling audibles. Play clock ticking down to 5. It's going to be a handoff to Henry. He's got a hole on the left side. He tries to wiggle out of that one, but a good gang tackle by Brian Cook. So here on 2nd and 2, Russell over to Chigakonkwo. He fits it in a tight window. What a catch. Okonkwo goes straight down. The Regulators with the ball at the 30. It's going to be a handoff to Henry, who runs straight into Juszczyk, and he gets a drop for a loss of 3. So now it's 2nd and 13. Pressure off the side. It's going to be Nick Bolton that hits him, but then Zion McCollum is going to jar the ball loose. He's going to pick up the fumble and is somehow touched down. Otherwise, that's going to be a scoop and score. So the Red Wolves get a turnover of their own, and they're going to start here at the 49. Willis drops way back, and he's going to overthrow the target, Marvin Harrison Jr., who has been quiet today. Only his first target of the game. So 2nd and 10, Willis drops back again. He's got to get it out fast. He finds Likely, and that's going to be a first down. A short gain on first leads to 2nd and 7. where we have Malik Willis making audibles. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, though, and Daniil Hunter will bring him down. Jordan Mason picks up 5, another chunk play in the running game. We got a quick toss out to the outside on 3rd down, and Mason's got room. He's going to get all the way down to the 7 where Jordan Poyer pushes him out of bounds. So once again, the Red Wolves are driving. It's going to be a RPO. Willis is going to keep it this time. He's got room to the right where he's going to put the shoulder down and run Logan Wilson over to get the score. So we now have a tie game. Red Wolves 7 and the Regulators 7. Both teams with a turnover. Regulators back here on 1st down. Wilson's going to look for Justin Jefferson over the middle, and he's going to have it broken up. Wilson taking a dangerous throw into double coverage. So 2.5 minutes left in the second. Wilson making adjustments, calling audibles, and it's going to be a handoff to Henry right up the middle again. He dodges one person. He's going to outrun the other two. 20, 10, 5. You can see him later. That's another home run hit by Derrick Henry the King. So the Red Wolves are trailing 14-7 here right before the 2-minute warning. Incompleted pass on 1st down, and now it's going to be a screen play to Cordero Patterson off to the left, but we have a penalty. Colton Miller called for holding. Regulators are going to decline the penalty and put the Red Wolves into 3rd down, where Willis is going to go play action. He scrambles out to the right. He's looking downfield. He's going to take off with it, and he's going to pick up 7, where he's hammered out of bounds by Jamin Davis. Oh, the Red Wolves going for it on 4th down. This is a Dan Campbell kind of call as it fails for the Red Wolves. So the Regulators take over here with fantastic field position where Russell Wilson finds Michael Wilson on the drag route. It's going to be another drag route for Chigakonkwo, and the Regulators face 3rd and 4 here. A stop here would be very huge for the Red Wolves. Wilson has time. He's going to scramble out to the right. He's got enough for the 1st down. He's going to step out of bounds at the 8. 7 seconds left. It's going to be an RPO. Michael Wilson's going to get to the 2. So with 3 seconds, the Regulators are going to play it safe and take the points here. Go up by 10 at the end of half, as Automatic Aubrey will put it through the uprights. So heading into half, the Regulators will have a 10-point lead. Pretty interesting game so far. Red Wolves with the interception in the red zone. Regulators fumble just right outside of the red zone. And then the Red Wolves go for a 4th down inside their territory, which led to the 3 points. To end the half, Terrell is going to make it interesting as he slips up to the 35-yard line, but he is ultimately taken down. As we look for our focus at half, the run game has been unstoppable. Henry has the 2 long runs, and the passing game has been doing just enough. We look to throw it short as we expect the opponent to focus on our run. Defensively, they're playing from behind. We know he's going to throw, so we go with the throw medium. The Regulators' first play of the second half is going to be a RPO to Justin Jefferson, who's tackled for a minimal game of 3. Now it's going to be 2nd and 7. Wilson, man in motion. It's going to be a pitch to Henry, who's going to try and juke, but he is taken down in the backfield. One of Henry's few bad rushes of the day. So on 3rd down, it's going to be a screen pass to Carson Steele. He's just going to get out of bounds as the penalty, yes, on the offense for holding. So the Red Wolves do a fantastic job coming out of half and forcing the Regulators to a 3-and-out. Here on 1st down, Willis is going to try and break out of the pocket, but Jamin Davis takes him down for the sack. Here on 3rd and 20, Harrison goes in motion. Willis is going to play action, and he is sandwiched between Jamin Davis and Daniil Hunter, who combined for the sack, and that's going to force the Red Wolves to punt. After a holding penalty on 1st down, the Regulators have it at their own 11. It's going to be Henry with a spin move off the left side, and it's only going to result in 1 yard. So on 2nd and 18, play action, and Wilson's blowing up by T.J. Watt. 3rd and 18, the Regulators are in dangerous territory here. Michael Wilson's going to go in motion. Play clock down to 7, 6. Russell Wilson, it's going to be a draw play to Henry, and the Regulators just wave the white flag. So here on 1st down, Red Wolves have it at the 48. Willis drops back. He's going to throw it over to the left side, and he sails it on Tyler Boyd. That could have been very dangerous. We got 2nd and 10. Willis is going to roll out. He's looking. He's just going to take it, and he runs straight into the defense. That's Logan Wilson he just ran into. Maybe some payback for when he got ran over for the touchdown. So 3rd and 7 here for the Red Wolves. They need to pick up one. It's going to be a pass over the middle, and likely comes down with it. Logan Wilson was right there in the vicinity, and he's going to be called for defensive pass interference. All right. So 1st down, the Red Wolves are got something going. It's going to be Mason off to the left. He's going to spin Logan Wilson and pick up another 5. Now in the game is Cordero Patterson. Willis is dropping back. He's got him open over the top. It's Cordero Patterson. That's a 35-yard touchdown. And the Red Wolves draw first blood here in the 2nd half. Taking nearly the entire 3rd quarter, but finally, someone puts up some points. So the Regulators will get the ball back here with a 3-point lead. And they are looking to add to it. Wilson drops back. He's got a Okonkwo on the drag with a whoop, spin move and a juke. And then he's blowing up by Nick Bolton. But he's going to have enough for the 1st down. So a fresh set of downs. Wilson's going to be sacked. And there's a holding penalty. That's ultimately going to bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. As the Regulators look to hold on, will the Red Wolves be able to take a lead or tie it? So here on 2nd and 23, we got an RPO to Justin Jefferson. He's going to make a little move to the inside, and he's going to pick up 8, making it a 3rd and 15, where it looks like the Red Wolves are about to bring major pressure, but there's a delay of game. So now it's 3rd and 20. Russell Wilson, what are you doing? Making a bad situation worse. We got motion from the right. Wilson's in the back. He's going to fire it. He's got Justin Jefferson, who comes down with it, but ultimately just shy, where it's 4th and 2. Automatic Aubrey coming out for the 60-yarder. And it looks like it's going to be wide right. Mr. Automatic finally misses, and the Red Wolves will take over with fabulous field position. So we have 2nd and 8 here in the pistol, Malik Willis. He's going to put Marvin Harrison Jr. in motion, and it's going to be a touch pass. But the Regulators did not fall for it and shut it down. So 3rd and 11, there's going to be pressure on Willis, who's just going to have to get rid of it. And that brings up 4th here, where they're going to go for it again. And there's going to be more pressure, but he's got Harrison Jr. over the middle, who spins. And he's going to be dropped at the 11. Gutsy call by the Red Wolves. But let's see if they can pay it off. It's going to be a handoff to Mason. He's going to be stuffed for no gain by Christian Gonzalez. There's 4 minutes left. It's going to be an RPO this time. Daniil Hunter is sitting on it, and he says, not today. Loss of 4 for Malik Willis. So we got 3rd and 14. Play clock ticking down. 4, 3. Willis is calling audibles. He's going to hit Cordero Patterson again on the quick out, and he's going to blow past the defender. and score his second touchdown. I don't know who took Cordero Patterson for 2+ touchdowns, but they just cashed in a huge ticket. So the Red Wolves look to go up by 4 with the extra point. It is good. So the Regulators trail for the first time today with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Can Russell do some fourth quarter magic and get a touchdown? Here on first down, it's going to be play action where he's got Jefferson over the middle. Jefferson's going to outrun James, and he's going to be running over DJ Turner. But ultimately, a big play on the first down takes him all the way to the 31. So we got an RPO here where Russell throws it out to Michael Wilson. He's going to pick up 5 as the clock's still ticking. 12 seconds until the 2-minute warning. Russell, handoff up the middle to Derrick Henry, who picks up 3. And with that, we will be at the 2-minute warning. Regulators knocking on the door. Wilson steps back here on 3rd and 2. He's got Okonkwo over the middle. No one's in front of him. That's a touchdown. Chigoziem Okonkwo. It's time to get Chiggy with it. Aubrey here on the extra point makes it a 3-point game, and that is huge. So now less than 2 minutes. Let's see if Malik Willis can answer here for the Red Wolves. A 3 would tie it and send it into overtime. A touchdown will more than likely win it. 2nd and 7, 1:30 left. Willis in the pistol. He's going to hit. No, he's not. It's going to be incomplete over there looking for Marvin Harrison. So now it's 3rd and 7 at the 49. Willis making audibles. The defense backs off. Poyer's looking in. Willis is going to break the pocket. He's going to get outside of contain. And he's going to pick up 5 where he's brought down by Jordan Poyer. So it all comes down to this. 1 minute, 4th and 2. It's going to be a screen. Oh, what a perfect call to guess who? That's right. It's Cordero Patterson. And that will be a first down. The Red Wolves still have a shot. So play action here, and Willis is going to be hit once, twice, 3 times. That's a sack. And it was Jamin Davis. Willis was lucky to just hold on to the ball and not fumble like Wilson did earlier in this game. 2nd and 15. It's going to be a jump ball for Watson, who ultimately cannot come up with it. So with 45 seconds left, it's 3rd and 15. A handoff here to Mason, who, whoop, a little juke play. And that's going to be 4th and 4. So there's 36 seconds. What do? Do you call a timeout? It's so close that if you call a timeout, maybe they consider going for it because they want to win. Ultimately, it looks like the Red Wolves are just going to accept that it's going to be overtime here today as the clock just ticks and ticks and tick. Wait a second. Your opponent is experiencing network issues. Do not tell me. Okay, we're good. Okay. 10, 9, 8. Timeout probably comes here in a few seconds. And no. No, it's connection lost. The pain, I tell y'all, the pain we felt. The pain you feel. What a game to end with the network connection. Ultimately, my brother's power went out, and so we could not recover the game. We talked about it and kind of debated what we should do. We weren't really in the mood to play again since we practically played the whole game. We didn't want to play another full game. We looked into different things. He was telling me to just force the win for me, but I was thinking we should tie, so I tried to look into it here. and I forced no win thinking that would give us the tie, but ultimately it did not. I don't know if I messed something up, but we eventually just simmed to the next week, and now unfortunately Cordero Patterson was not a star in this game, but the score was pretty close. It was 30-28. And your Regulators got the dub. So we moved to 4-1 and look to take on the Philadelphia Eagles, while the RedWolves go 3-2 and go into Baltimore. Checking out some of the stats, it's kind of crazy how close of the game the sim game was compared to the real game. Russell Wilson had 1 touchdown, no picks. Malik Willis, he had a touchdown, had 2 picks. Henry, 15 for 111, 2 touchdowns. The long was 57. Jordan Mason, 12 for 51 and a touchdown. Malik Willis has a rushing touchdown. And look at that. Cordero Patterson has a rushing touchdown. I mean, they didn't give him 2, but at least he got 1. Michael Wilson, 4 for 81. Oh, is that Cordero Patterson for a touchdown? They did give Cordero Patterson 2. Would you look at that? I couldn't tell you what the odds on that would be, but that's just awesome. Pure awesome. Defensively, Levante David gets 9 tackles, half a sack. Logan Wilson, he did get the pick in the game, and the sim gave him a pick. Jordan Poyer gains a pick. Logan Wilson also ends with a sack. It looks like TJ Watt has a sack as well. Dallas Turner with a sack. On the kicking front, Aubrey goes 3 for 4. He did miss 1, which in the game he did miss the 60-yarder. So, overall, the sim game was not too far off from what we actually played. So that's kind of cool. The best part obviously has to be Cordero Patterson getting his 2 touchdowns. And everyone else's stats seem to be pretty close. So we'll take it. And the Regulators got the dub, so can't be mad about that either. So that's going to wrap up this video. Super unfortunate. It was a sad one. But overall, it was a great game. Do me the biggest favor, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're not. And we will see y'all next time. Regulators! Mount up!